Hello, my name is Nicola, and I need a career. And I want to document the process. Here's my deal. I get 2 years paid for by a third party to go to school. 2 years, plus living expenses, which is pretty awesome. So here's what I've done this week. On Wednesday, I traveled to Broadmead Care Home and interviewed some activity assistants, a therapist assistant, and a licensed practical nurse. I found that the lower paid the position and the fewer hours, the happier the employee tended to be. The LPN seemed to be the most stressed out and the higher paid. Stressed out is important. The third party funding my schooling thinks it's important to minimize my stress. While my psychologist aside, I have a team of people taking care of me, trying to reintegrate me back into society. My psychologist thinks all careers are stressful to some point or another, and is as confused as I am about this goal in their decision making. This third party needs to approve of the program before I start, so I can't just take anything. I mean, I'm smart, I'm creative, I'm smart, and I'm creative. I couldn't even decide what faculty to belong to while I was in university. My thoughts so far include therapist assistant diploma through Okanagan College, activity assistant through Camosun College, healthcare assistant at Camosun College, or do licensed practical nursing and try to find non-shift work, if that even exists. Well, I know it exists because the person at the Broadmead Center didn't work night shifts. I can't work shift work. Well, then I thought, I'm smart, I'm creative, I have a competitive enough GPA, I could do pre-med as my 2 years of schooling, and then go to medical school and be a doctor. I'm a little jealous of my sister who just graduated from vet school. Plus, she has more hair than me. Financially, long story short, in order to fund this ordeal, I would have to max out both my provincial and national student loans to the sum of $125,000 in order to fund medical school at UBC. And the stress would be on for sure because it would be medical school. Why do I want to be a doctor? Well, ostensibly, I want to help people. But seriously, $100 an hour means I could have part-time work and still have time to write and have a social life. All we really have in life is time. It's just how we spend it. So, I'm interested in healthcare and I want to help people. Or I think I do. Having never actually done a caregiving role before, I'm doing some serious imagining. Barista, customer service representative in call centers, military marine electrician, apprentice electrician. These are all things I've tried. I wish I were still in the mob. I mean the military. Why I am no longer an electrical apprentice, I will explain in a later video. Thursday, I got curious about my criminal record from 2012, something I may discuss in a later video. It turns out July 15th, 2016 is when I will no longer have a record. I have a whole 2 academic full years of having a criminal record. And all the healthcare jobs need criminal record checks. It sounds and looks like I am barred from healthcare. The plan that's happening without much thought or effort is a diploma in electronics engineering, starting with the Bridge program this September 2014. But I'm having cold feet now about it. I'm worried about the math required and the continuous presence of electricity. I thought I got laid off as an apprentice electrician because I couldn't hack the physical labor like a bigger person. And this diploma would stay related to my previous job, which would continue to remind me of the military. But it would involve more brains, since I'm smart. But will I be happy doing a career as an electronics engineer? I don't know. Is happiness from my career even a goal for me? I would hope so. The third party that is funding my education wants me to finish my psychology degree. I have 3 years completed through the University of Alberta. But I don't know what kind of job I can get with an undergraduate degree in psychology. I mean, Everybody and their dog has an undergraduate degree these days. It just seems risky. Either way, this will eventually work itself out, and I will pick a career. Just maybe not today. Thanks for listening, and we'll see what happens.